The feeling was unmistakable, like the whole world had shifted beneath my feet, leaving me off balance and uncertain. It all started on a seemingly ordinary evening, but little did I know that this was the night my life would change forever. My sisters, Sophie and Lily, whom I had always seen as nothing more than playful tormentors, were about to teach me a lesson I'd never forget. I was lounging on the couch, lost in my usual routine of video games and snacks. My sisters, bubbling with excitement, burst into the room. Their faces were lit with mischievous grins, and they had that look in their eyes, the one that always meant trouble. They had been teasing me about a surprise for weeks, but I had dismissed it as just another one of their harmless pranks. "Hey, you've got to check out this new game we bought," Sophie said, her eyes twinkling with a secret I couldn't quite place. I barely glanced up from my game. "Not now, I'm in the middle of something." "Oh, come on. It'll be fun," Lily chimed in, dragging me out of my comfortable cocoon. I reluctantly followed them to the basement, where a large box sat ominously in the center of the room. The instant I laid eyes on the box, a shiver ran down my spine. It wasn't the kind of box you'd expect for a video game. It was ornate, almost like something you'd see in a magic shop. My sisters exchanged a knowing look before Sophie announced, "We've been planning this for a while. It's time for you to experience something new." Before I could protest, they opened the box, revealing an assortment of clothes and accessories. Dresses, shoes, makeup, and wigs. My heart raced as I realized what was happening. "No way. You've got to be kidding me," I stammered. Lily's grin widened. "Oh, we're serious. You've been so oblivious to our hints that we thought we'd just take matters into our own hands." The mini hook here. What started as an innocent evening took a shocking turn. My sisters had orchestrated a plan that would transform me into something I never imagined. Despite my initial resistance, I was cornered. My sisters were relentless, their excitement palpable. They helped me into the clothes, their hands moving with practiced ease. Each piece of clothing felt like it was tightening around me, both physically and emotionally. The tightness of the dress, the high heels that made my steps unsteady. It was all so overwhelming. As I looked in the mirror, the reflection staring back at me was almost unrecognizable. My sisters had transformed me into a version of myself I had never seen before. The surprise elements were just beginning. Sophie, ever the perfectionist, decided I needed makeup. She applied foundation, mascara, and lipstick with a precision that left me in awe and discomfort. "How do I look?" I asked, my voice trembling. "Fantastic," Lily exclaimed, her eyes shining with approval. "You make such a pretty girl." I wanted to argue, to protest, but I found myself caught between laughter and embarrassment. The mini hooks continued. Every moment was a new revelation, each step a fresh discovery. Throughout the evening, my sisters had planned a series of tests for me. I had to navigate through a mini obstacle course they had set up, complete with tasks that required me to embrace my new look and role. There was something oddly empowering about each challenge, despite my initial reluctance. The first test was a fashion show. I had to strut down an improvised runway, in various outfits, each more elaborate than the last. At first, I stumbled and fumbled, but as the night wore on, I began to find my rhythm. My sisters cheered me on, their encouragement pushing me past my insecurities. The surprise twist here, I actually started enjoying the process. The clothes, the makeup, it was all becoming less of a burden and more of an adventure. The second test was a dinner party where I had to act as a hostess. I felt awkward and out of place, but as I interacted with the guests, who were, in reality, my sister's friends, their compliments and kindness made me realize that maybe, just maybe, this wasn't so terrible. I even managed to hold conversations, make people laugh, and serve the food with a grace I didn't know I possessed. As the evening drew to a close, my sisters sat me down and revealed their true intention. They had wanted to show me that there was more to life than my usual routine. They wanted me to step out of my comfort zone and experience a different perspective. The surprise element here, The transformation was not just physical but emotional. I didn't know if you'd ever understand how much fun it could be to embrace different sides of yourself, Sophie said, her voice softening. Lily added, we knew it wouldn't be easy, but we hoped you find something valuable in this experience. I looked at them, a mix of gratitude and amazement in my eyes. I guess I do. It's definitely been eye-opening. They laughed, and for the first time, I saw them not just as my sisters but as guides who had pushed me to see a different side of life. The mini hook here. The transformation had not only changed my appearance, but also shifted my outlook. The final test was to reflect on the experience. As I sat down with my sisters, I realized how much I had learned about myself. The discomfort I had initially felt had transformed into a profound sense of self-awareness. My sisters had taken me on a journey that challenged my perceptions and broadened my horizons. They had shown me that sometimes, the most unexpected experiences could lead to the most significant personal growth. As I looked back, I couldn't help but smile. My sisters had indeed feminized me, but they had also given me a gift, a new perspective on life and myself. The experience had taught me a valuable lesson about self-acceptance and the importance of embracing change. In the end, what started as a prank turned into a memorable and enlightening adventure. I had stepped out of my comfort zone and discovered that life, when viewed from a different angle, could be both surprising and rewarding. My sisters had succeeded in their mission, not just to feminize me, but to help me grow in ways I never imagined. So here I am, having gone through an unexpected transformation that turned out to be more than just a prank. It was a journey of self-discovery, guided by the hands of my loving, albeit mischievous, sisters. The evening I thought would be a mere inconvenience ended up being one of the most enlightening experiences of my life. And as I stand here, fully aware of how far I've come, I can't help but be thankful. My sisters taught me that sometimes, the most surprising changes lead to the most profound growth. And for that, I'll always be grateful.